MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Aaron Sanchez will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, H?
This guy's been a very reliable, successful big league starter. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. He gets the ball every time you ask him, doesn't complain. I like his attitude, and I'm wondering if he gives the other team a little attitude today. Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. And in the middle infield, Gene Segura. He can play short or second for you, depending on what you want to do with him. And I'll tell you what, he's got the arm and the feet to do it. I love how he's really...
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. 4 for 14. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A line shot to third base. Thought the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Digging in, Darren James.
Third baseman, Darren James.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Matt, Freddie might call a few strikes below the knees in this one, but he tends to get pretty good reviews. Players don't argue a whole lot. He's consistent. He almost never impacts the game in a negative way.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Stepping in, Sergio Samuels.
Catcher, Sergio Samuels.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Indians leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lindor.
Hit to third. James has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Home half. Ready for another chance. Darren James. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
James.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0.
Hey, come on, big dog, get the pitch. Nobody better.
1-0 count. Here it is. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Try that pitch now, eh?
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, let it fly. Let's go right here.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Lindor scoops it up. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Darren James. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul.
Hey, right here, kid. Drive something.
Kluber pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. Ball 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored. A wild pitch.
Here we go, big guy. Waiting for yours.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Walsh rounds third and is digging for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that's a nice hit. We're right back where we started with that RBI base hit. The game is tied.
Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Kyle Schwarber.
Hey, take a rip like you can. Here you go, baby.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. To his right, Lindor. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Darren James, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it, and the inning is over. Standing in, Darren James.
Third baseman, Darren James.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Big hit right here. Here we go.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he swings and misses. A good pitch there, and the Yankees are down to their final strike now. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And the 2-out success will bring Kyle Schwarber to the plate this inning.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over.
Hey, anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
This one, definitely a low score. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's game 2 of the ALDS between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Martin Perez is on the mound for game 2. Harold, any thoughts?
Well,
back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. So striding forward now, Darren James.
Baseman, Darren James.
There we go, kid.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. A runner at first with no outs here.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
And this one's in the dirt. Wow, the throw pulls him off the bag. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
This is a situation, Matt, where they can really redeem themselves. Look, they lost by 1 run last game. Really tough to get past. But you got to throw that out right here, right now is the time to turn it around. And this big half inning could do it for him.
This is lifted out to left. After it is Brantley. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Ready for another chance? Darren James. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off there 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12 to 10 and 9 to 8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way. You hear that terminology, hands inside the ball. The only way you're going to do that is to pull your hands in hard and stay inside the baseball. Nice piece of hitting.
Runners off for second. This is line to left. Brantley makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really. Digging in and looking for more, Darren James. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Line drive to center field. Naquin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the. Ready once again, Darren James.
Third baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing I'm thinking is he's going to hit a ball down and away and handle it as well as he did to get a base hit.
Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
And again a throw, and he'll dive back in.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
There goes the runner. Liner toward right center. Naquin is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the 1st inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this. Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Harold, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Ooh, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
First offering on its way. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, get your pitch, stay through it. Let's go, drive it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Matt, this is an important at-bat. This is an important half inning. They need to score a run. They didn't score last game. Runs get people excited. You get your fan base enthused. Either they're watching it on television or they're right here in the ballpark. You need to get the people behind you, and you need to score a run. He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
1-2, here it comes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and there were 2 down. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Ready for another shot now, Darren James. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Hey, be patient. Stay back. Get your pitch. Let's go.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Puig off for second. This is hit the other way out toward left field. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about stepping in and ready for another shot. Francisco Lindor. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard to third. James fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a Game 4. And here's a ball hit in the air. Samuels has a play, 1 down.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
This one definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. So the Yankees, of course, buoyed by a great start from this man here. A roll. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network.
Darren James.
Into the windup and the pitch. Darren James is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And 0 to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Well, Matty, some people say Gary is more of a pitcher's umpire because he features a wider strike zone than some. But I think he's at least pretty consistent about it.
Ripped down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now another 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Matt, this has been a fun at bat to watch. I mean, look, it's been throw a strike, I foul it off. Throw a strike, I foul it off. I want to see how this ends.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Well, for a switch hitter to take the pitch and hit it the other way, whether it's a fastball, changeup, or curveball, that is a lot of work and dedication from both sides of the plate.
Runners on first with one down.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Runner goes for second. Swing and a looper to left. Brantley over to his right. 2 gone. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. To second for 1. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
Hey, it doesn't come much easier than that.
Leading off with a Tribe, designated hitter.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Come on, baby, see you tonight. Good pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the fastball is low and inside as he's got to back up to avoid that one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Ready for another shot now, Darren James. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Wait for a good one now.
Line drive to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move. Ready for another chance, Darren James. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Grounded to the right. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Hey, come on,
Ready once again, Darren James.
Third baseman, Darren James.
Here's the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The 0-1 tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Brantley is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible...
After a hard end to a good season, a manager shares some final reflections with his team. A check-in call from a representative. It seems the player is contemplating a change of scene.